brilliant idea, so let's see how many people are down for this. Now keep in mind, this is 100% illegal and bound to get you thrown in jail, but it's still a brilliant idea. We need a bunch of people, and we're all gonna get together and kidnap someone important over at Bungivision. No, I'm serious, and hear me out for a minute. If we kidnap the right person, and we hold the motherfucker for ransom, the ransom that we're gonna request Bungivision has to make is to fix their fucking game, and we won't release that motherfucker until they do. Now for it to work, we have to choose somebody important, someone that they really can't live without over at Bungie. So that means Luke the Ass Smith or Deej is not gonna work. Nobody's gonna miss those two motherfuckers, man. The YouTube orders certainly don't count because he can go fuck himself. So right off the bat, that irksome bitch, he might be a good choice, but chances are, we need to head straight to the head honcho, Jason Jones. Kidnap him, waterboard and torture him, do whatever the fuck you want, and then make a list of our demands in order to get this game back on track. This sounds like a plan, right? And if any of you guys get caught, I will disavow any knowledge of you motherfuckers at home. I'll say this video never exists. Delete that shit from existence. Anyway, on top of kidnapping a motherfucker, I even have my list of demands all ready to go. You want to hear them? That's a rhetorical question because you're going to fucking hear them anyway. Number one. Get rid of the fucking infusion system. Holy fucking shit, what a stupid ass idea this was in the first place, and I'm gonna get into details a little bit in it. But number two, fix nightfalls between the rewards, experience, matchmaking, the fucking loot table. That shit's got to go. Number three, stop fucking with the economies of the game and how we obtain materials and shit that we need to buy things from vendors. Number four, fix the goddamn raid drops. Holy fucking shit, these things are horrible. Number five, make year one content fucking relevant again. And number six, have some asshole tester actually do the fucking exotic quest in the game and see how annoying that shit really is. Then you'll quickly realize how fucking terrible some of these things are. That's my list of demands, and I expect each one to be met. If you guys have your own demands, you could throw your own shit in there, but for now, that's my 6. Because let's be honest right now, every time Bungie fixes something, they honestly don't fix shit. So in the words of Commander Zavala, let's get to taking them out one by one. The infusion system. From what I gather, it is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in the game so far. The idea behind this shit is that you're gonna rank up your guns to level 310, and the only way to do so is to get higher ranked guns. Pretty much delete those higher ranked guns and put them into lower ranked guns. The fuck? You have to be lucky enough to receive a high ranked gun, and that is either going to be a repeat gun or a gun you don't want in the first place. Then you're gonna have to infuse that motherfucker into a lower level weapon in order to make your lower level weapon the more powerful one. When this game first came out, this was a decent idea because the rat race to rank up was actually entertaining. The problem came in the fact that you could get to around 290 to 300, then the grind pretty much comes to a halt. The game naturally just won't give you the most powerful shit because Destiny is a bitch like that. They will give you things that are almost fully ranked, but you have to do the rest to get there. You're not going to always get 310 exotic gear or 310 raid gear. Matter of fact, you might even get 308 raid gear or 304 raid gear. You might even get a 310 exotic if you're lucky, but you already have 2 of those. Now, you can always use that exotic to infuse that into a lesser weapon because that makes total fucking sense, right? Let me sacrifice my most powerful weapons in order to make a lesser weapon more powerful, but not as strong as the original weapon that I just got rid of. Basically, the only way to get to maximum level light in this game is pure fucking luck. Pure luck. We've already been through this shit with the prior fucking game modes. We already went through this shit with Vanilla. We already went through this shit with the Dark Below, and then the House of Wolves finally fixed some of that crap. But now, we're 5 or 6 weeks into the game, and pure luck and RNG is still the determining factor. And not only that, but it gets a whole lot shittier and rarer to rank up. Next on my list, Nightfall. Now, they said they were going to adjust the rewards just recently, which is part of the issue. The rewards right now are utterly fucking garbage. Yes, you only need to be level 280 light to get in, but the fact that you're probably level 300 and you still get a level 280 item is beyond shitty. Bungivision says a fix is coming, but we all know that means you're just going to fuck something else up. The character buff and reputation were also removed, and it makes you wonder, what the fuck were they thinking in the first place? Why the fuck would people bother with such shitty rewards for something that was supposed to be the hardest challenge per week? Obviously, the raids are challenging, but Nightfall at least changes week to week. The raids don't change. We have the same fucking raid each and every week. But you would think, after fucking up 1 full year of the game, after pretty decent rewards for playing their weekly event, that rewards should be commensurate with that, right? No, they can't get this shit right. Not the very least. They removed that bullshit about returning to orbit if the whole team wipes, which raises the next question. Why is there no matchmaking? No, really, if this shit is no different than a regular strike, if there's no kick to orbit or whatever, Why is matchmaking still disabled? I mean, we're still relying on outside websites to form teams if nobody wants to run Nightfalls, and this shit is incredibly fucking stupid. Somewhere along the way, Bungivision is going to have to get smacked in the fucking skull with this idea. They want a social game, yet they provide no tools for players to be social. It is the biggest load of bullshit that you will ever see. Nightfall could use matchmaking. Nightfall desperately needs better rewards. They said that's coming. But all of this shit shows they have not learned their lesson in one fucking full year of this goddamn game. Number 3, and this was the most recent fix that pissed a lot of people off. Stop fucking with the economies. They have nothing wrong with them right now. In the latest patch, Bungivision is reducing the material we receive as part of the currency of the game. Everything from strange coins, motes of light, weapon parts, armor parts, whatever the fuck, everything we get is being reduced by a small portion. The problem is, why the fuck was this necessary in the first place? What the fuck? What does lowering weapon parts do for the game? No, really, how the fuck was that a problem? What, people ranking up factions? Big fucking deal. For people like me, I have shitloads of material and currency because I play this game a lot. I have shit falling out of my ass at this point, and I can spend coins like a motherfucker and a baller. And ain't shit gonna happen in my stash. The problem is, there are players who do not have the currency that I do, and giving them less isn't going to solve the problem or help them. Bungie is so worried about people hoarding up materials that they nerf the stupidest shit in the game to prevent the most dedicated players from having an advantage. The problem is, the rules don't hurt all those players with all those coins. It hurts the people who are still collecting all of this shit. You know, the biggest kick in the dick was the strange coins nerf. Strange coins are already hard to come by in the game, with the heroic that was offering up 9 free coins has now been removed. You used to be able to get 27 per week just playing that shit. Now you can't. And since Xur only accepts strange coins now, and the game wants exotics for infusing shit, they've once again made this game into another pointless grind. You want to be ranked 10 with shit that you like? It's going to cost you months of playtime in order to do so. And by that time, they'll have other shitty DLC that they're going to want to release. Destiny wants you to grind, 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 and grind some more for gear. And when it finds that people who have ridiculous amounts of time to grind shit out, you know, those Twitch streamers souped up on all Red Bull and sleep in piss-soaked bed sheets every night. When it finds they get too many items, what do? They nerf the game. They nerf the progress. They make it so that you have to grind even more, and for the average Joe fucking schmo with a full-time job, school, wife, kids, responsibility, or whatever the fuck, it makes it even harder for them to actually get all of the shit. If anything, if you really want to limit shit, just put a fucking weekly limit. Gain 50 coins per week any way you can. People will be satisfied with that. Every week, you can be granted up to a total of 50 strange coins in any way, shape, or form. You can find the motherfuckers. It's up to you to go out there and get them. Now, next on the list, raid drops. Look, motherfucker, we're 5 weeks into this game, and my characters can't get armor for shit. Other than my warlock, my classes are struggling to get anything out of this raid, and it's fucking bullshit. You said the drops were being fixed and were being smarter than before. Yet, I walk out of raids with nothing but fucking shards, and I have more to say on that in a second. My Titan has gotten 2 pairs of gloves and a chest piece in 5 weeks. 5 fucking weeks, 3 items, and 1's a goddamn repeat. My Warlock is the only class with 3 items. The Hunter only has boots and a chest piece. 5 fucking weeks already. Meanwhile, you keep giving me that fucking fusion rifle every time we power up the glyph to take on the War Priest. I've had like 6 fucking fusion rifles, yet you can't give me a fucking helmet at all? And of course, the light level of the drops are still subject to bullshit. I got a fucking 288 hand cannon when I was a level 301. Really? Not even a 300 level, motherfuckers? I get level 300 gear, and all my repeats get lower and lower and lower and lower each fucking time. I had a 306 chest piece, and what did I get after that? I got 303. I got a 308 pulse rifle. What does it give me after that? 303. What does it give me after that? 301. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. Because not only do you get random drops, but you get random light drops with absolutely no uniformity or logical math at all. This shit never makes sense, and it's painfully fucking stupid. I don't want all my raid gear in one shot. That's not what I'm asking for. I don't need to have every piece right off the bat. But if I'm level 305, don't give me a fucking pair of 301 boots, motherfucker. If I have a ghost at 306, don't give me a 302 ghost. It's fucking pointless. If I'm grinding each week, if I'm playing this fucking game in order to rank up, don't push me backwards, push me forwards. Advance in the game. Don't retreat. If I have something that's 309, give me the 310 next. If I have something that's 305, give me 308 next. Stop this bullshit of giving me something that's 308 and then next week I get 301. Fuck you, man. This is why people don't want to play this shit. But the ultimate cunt punt that they have in the raid is the moldering shards. Collect 20 fucking shards, and once you beat orcs, you stand a chance at getting something better. You have a chance at getting something out of the loot table. But you know what's in the fucking loot table? 2 fucking shards. What the fuck? So the game takes your 20 shards and potentially gives you 2 in return? Fuck me, why you bother taking my shards at all in the first place, asshole? You mean to tell me that 2 shards as a reward sounds fucking normal to you? It's not, cocksuckers, and for that, I'd rather you just take my shards and say I got nothing and it wasn't my luck this week, or just give me some fucking worm spore bullshit, than telling me I got 2 fucking shards. It's a fucking slap in the face, and you know that shit, Bungivision. Take my 20 shards and you're gonna give me 2 in return. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Now the 5th thing, and this has irked me since day one, you guys know this, has been the loss of year 1 content. It's not just limited to the Fatebringer and the Vision, but it's the fact that all the year 1 content is essentially irrelevant right now. What gear do you get out of the Vault of Glass that will help you? How about Crota's Raid, or the Prison of Elders, which was just released a few fucking months ago? Why would you sacrifice 2 DLCs worth of content for the sake of promoting 1? Why wouldn't the Taken affect some parts of the prior game? They're already in the vault and Crota's End and all this shit. Granted, the storylines wouldn't make some sense since we already conquered that in prior areas, but obviously we have the Undying Mime. Valis to Aura got a fucking Taken upgrade, but leaving the guns and content behind doesn't entice brand new players to want to play some of the better older content. They're repeating the same newer content each and every week. And while granted, there is enough content in the new version of the game, but it's inevitable that people are going to have more. It's inevitable that people are going to want to try something new. And the fact that we don't have a new Vault of Glass, the fact that we don't have an upgraded Crota, people are probably wondering what the fuck was the point of that shit in the first place if I just bought Destiny in year number 2. You have a golden opportunity to increase the amount of content in the game, and what do? You fucking ignore it. Again, Bungivision strikes again. Now, the final thing that I was talking about is the exotic quest. I don't know who the fuck designed some of these, but half of this shit is fucking stupid. Let's start with the sword quest. I have no problem with the sword quest up until you have to do material farming. What the fuck? Let's go to a planet, let's pick up helium, let's pick up spin metal, and hope some fucking thing falls out of it so that you can charge up your power or whatever the fuck it is. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Oh, you gotta find 10 Solitron flares in fucking helium. Get the fuck out of here. How about just pick up a helium and it's right fucking there? Why do I have to pick up 200 pieces of helium to find 10 little fucking items? This was so fucking stupid. Did you guys actually play that shit? No, you probably didn't. Did you play the last word one where you had to get fucking 100% and none of that goddamn formula made any sense? No, you probably didn't. Most people who don't play the Crucible probably struggle their ass off, and you're probably sitting there saying, good, fuck it, you don't play the Crucible, that's your reward. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's one thing if you're gonna say it's a Crucible reward, you can just grind and get it. But it's another thing to say, if you can't go on 15 kill streaks, you're not getting this. Get the fuck out of here with that crap. And then on top of that, you're gonna roll out the Sleeper Simulant. This was supposed to be the huge badass weapon. This was gonna be the Galahorn replacement. And then when you roll the shit out, people have been trying to find clues since the start of the game. Turns out, it was a time-related event. Really? And then on top of that, the event itself and the steps were painfully fucking easy. I don't get it. Yet one of the best items that you had in the game, one of the best surprises, was the Black Spindle. A hidden mission inside one of the daily events in which you could get one of the most badass weapons in the game. So you get that Lost to Light, whatever the fuck that mission is. You go all the way, you beat the motherfucker, you get a 310 Black Spindle. But oops, we fucked up. We're gonna roll this shit back to level 290 because we realized we fucked this whole thing over. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. Everything Bungie has touched when it comes to the exotics, they fucked up. Everything they have touched when it comes to the fusion system, they have fucked up. The raid, while fantastic in the content itself, has awful drops, and then on top of that, the economies are being rolled back. Does this sound like the game's advancing? Does this sound like they have a plan going forward? No, this sounds like they're basically retreating. They're redoing all their shit. They're saying, no, we're giving you too much, we have to pull it all back. That's not how to advance a game. If anything, all you're doing is making this game as stagnant as fucking possible. We don't want bullshit. We want good shit. You're giving me all this crap, and then you're taking it away, and then you wonder why players get pissed off. Here's some content, but we're gonna fuck you over. Here's some coins, but we're gonna take that shit back. Here's some dancing fucking emotes, but you can't buy the Carlton because we're not gonna give you enough shit, and you have to pay real fucking money to get the Carlton. Oh, motherfucker, man, I'm not spending money on that bullshit. I know plenty of my friends bought that shit. Get the fuck out of here, I ain't buying that shit. Essentially, Destiny's going backwards. We know it's going backwards, and the only way we're gonna get this shit to go forward is to kidnap the right motherfucker. So for those out there who want to join me on a kidnapping adventure, by all means, we gotta go out to Bungie, grab a motherfucker, hold him hostage, and get all of our demands to fix this fucking game. Anyways, for those of you who want to go to jail, feel free to follow my suggestions on this shit. But as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all the good shit, and I'll see you guys in the next video.